That's deep. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's James coming back at you with another video. I am out here trying to get a little bit of ride time in. It's been super wet the last week, as you can probably tell already. My right boot is now full of water. Yeah, the weather has been crap. Not my favorite weather to ride in. I'd hinted towards I was going to go to that race, and I ended up not going because of the weather. It rained the whole day before that race. Now, the day of the race was probably the nicest day we've had in the last 12-14 days now. But the track is just red clay. It's an oval track. It's a circle track. It's where they threw the event. So it's just red clay, like Georgia red clay. And that stuff stains your bike, stains your plastics. It'll change the color of your black tires. I have a buddy who's got a farm that I go up to a couple times a year, and we call it a farm, but really it's just a playground for dirt bikes and four-wheelers, side-by-sides. And they have a lot of red clay over there, and I swear to you, every time I leave, my four-wheeler tires turn green. It's the strangest thing. So I opted to not go. The night before the race, I said, screw it, I'm not going. I don't feel like playing in the mud all day. I don't feel like cleaning the bike that much. Not into it. So opted to not go. I know some of you are probably disappointed. They're doing like 5 or 6 of those events this year, so maybe the next go around, which should be in March, maybe I'll go to that one, because it shouldn't be as wet. So hopefully it won't be as wet. Wow, this is all full of water as well. So I decided to come out here, though, give you guys a little bit of content, a little bit of something to watch, and I've just been itching to get out. I mean, I can't say it's just for you guys. I do this for myself more than you guys. I'd ride dirt bikes whether or not I had a camera strapped to my head. So the weather has just not been great. That's the bottom line with this story. And on further news with the bike, I have been trying to order plastics, and it seems like everyone's like either a month out on shipping, or they don't have the color that I want. And you know, a couple people commented and said that they wanted to see tan plastics, and I agree. I think the tan plastics would look cool. But that just doesn't look like it's happening. But I did just see something online saying that the SX plastics from 2019 fit this bike. So I don't know. I'm going to see if they have different options for a 2019 like 250 SX. Because the EXF models, they don't have a lot of options for them right now. I'm sure that'll change in the future. So, anyway, having difficulties doing that, trying to get that done. Also considering just saying screw it, rocking the stock plastics for a while, just changing the graphics. So I might just contact Decal Works and see if I can get some custom graphics made up. Custom color scheme anyway, maybe stock looking, different colors. Trying to think what else. Oh, big update on the flywheel key. So I went to take, actually I'm going to throw that in. I did a time lapse of me taking the bike apart, which I'm glad I ended up doing that instead of making a whole long video, because I would have been pretty disappointed if I made a big video and then it didn't work out. But bottom line, it didn't work out. I took it apart. Oh, this was that really wet trail that I went down last video. that I don't want to go down again because it's even wetter now. I'm going to turn around before I get in too deep. So I took the bike apart, and the flywheel puller that I ordered, which is what it's the part number Joe Henner sent me. It didn't work. It, like, mine has, and I know what kind that tool that they sent me is for. It's for an internal one. You can screw it in and it pulls it off the shaft. But that didn't work for mine because I have a different style. Like, it's got external threads, and then you would have a shaft on the inside of your tool that would push on your crank, if that makes sense. If any of you are mechanics or any kind of mechanically inclined riders watching this video, you'll understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that was the deal with that. So I need to take it back apart so I can send Joe a picture. Maybe he knows which puller I need. I tried the other pullers that I have. I don't have a master puller set. I've been wanting to buy one of those, and maybe now is the perfect excuse to buy it, so I have what I need. But I have some other pullers, and none of which worked. I got excited because I thought, oh man, I have that. I have a Honda 454 or 450 Foreman puller for the flywheel on those, because I've done a lot of work on those. I think it pulls the clutch off too. Might fit an Articat that I had too. Anyway, it fit a couple of my old four-wheelers that I had. So I was like, oh man, I have that. That'll work. No, it's way too big. So that kind of stinks. But I'll get it figured out. The key is going to work. That's one thing I did confirm. The key will work. But getting the flywheel off is my big trouble now. So everything is just flooded. I mean, without going over an hour away right now, I don't know where I can go. But yeah, so that kind of stinks. I'm gonna make another video of that. Maybe when I figure out exactly what tool I need, I can make an actual video of me getting that done. I need to decide where I'm going here. The other thing that I did, what's over there? The other thing that I did was I put the, oh, that was right. So I ordered a 52 sprocket, okay? Because I knew that this event that I was entertaining the idea of doing was a hard enduro style event with some typical, normal enduro stuff in there. But I ordered this 52 sprocket because I knew I wanted the torque that I could get out of a 52. So I ordered it, it showed up, and it was wrong. It was a dang 52 sprocket for like a KTM 85. So I ended up sending that back. But I did get another chain, and I held on to the chain because I was like, oh well, I got the stock 46 tooth, so maybe I'll just run that. Oh, that looks deep right there. So I put the stock 46 back on, and then I was able to, or I wasn't able to use the stock chain, which actually is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's one thing I really do like that they did from the factory is they put a nice chain on these bikes. It's O-ring chain, so it seems to be holding up pretty well so far. So wasn't able to use that, but I got a RK chain, which they're alright. It was cheap, I'm not gonna lie. It was real cheap for a chain. So I put that on there, and that's the gearing I've got on right now is the stock gearing, which is awesome gearing for off-road and light road or off-road and light road riding. I just like the torque that it gives you. But anyway, I use the chain, so I have two different gearing options now. two different sprocket setups, so I can swap out to my more road setup, or I can keep this 46 on here, which is more for my off-road based stuff. I wish this trail went farther. So the other thing I did in preparation for that race that I didn't attend was I took my license plate off the bike. So I'm kind of stuck close to home right now, which isn't a bad thing. I have decent riding around here. It's just all, you can see it's soaked right now. So not trying to get caught riding on the road without a tail light. I do have my license plate on there. Or I said license plate. I meant tail light. I don't have my tail light on here. I have my license plate on my back. So that kind of stinks. I have to agree with some people online though. The exhaust sounds really mean without the baffle in there. And just for reference, this is second gear, guys, and you can just I know a lot of people have asked that about this bike, like how easy is it to, I'm in super soft sand and the front wheel just comes up. This is stock gearing, and it'll still do that with a little extra oomph with the aftermarket sprocket that I put on there, the 40 tooth, just for reference. There was a little trail that went that way. Maybe we need to turn around and see where that goes. Little camp spot maybe? This is cool. I don't think it scares me while riding in areas like this, getting my tire popped. And there's one thing I do not do on my own bikes, and that's tires. I don't know, just not a fan. Pinching tubes and stuff. I'd rather just pay a shop, when they pinch the tube, they get to put a new tube in my bike for free. That is if you can see like that. That was all shingles. I really wish I didn't ride through that now. Stick scares me too. Let's do one more wheelie. If you guys like today's video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces!